Welcome to the live stream, everyone. In the past year, in 2024, I spent hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars on finding the best outdoor security camera for my home. Now, my ambition stemmed from the ongoing and increasing crimes that are happening around the US, and also because, well, a group of evil raccoons destroyed my 14 out of 20 egg-laying chickens this past year. In my endeavors, I tested over 20 different security cameras that I purchased with my own money, tested and used through 7 different security brands that are well known on Amazon. And out of all of those cameras, I brought the list down to 5 of my favorite security cameras from 2024. Now, I'm basing this list off of 4 major factors. Number 1, of course, is going to be that affordability. Affordability is a huge one for myself and everybody else out there. And what I mean by that is the upfront costs. Sustainability. That's another huge one. We're thinking long term, how is the device working for us? And how much is this device going to cost me in the long run with things like subscription fees? Ease of use, of course, is another really important one because the fact that you want to be able to get a device that you can grab, set up, and go. I mean, for the most part, a lot of times security cameras can be intimidating because of the reality of different interfaces, different servers, and all those other things. But with the list that I have today, all of the cameras that I'm mentioning are incredibly easy to set up and get running. And then, of course, number 4, practicality. It has to be just makes sense to set up outside and in the average person everyday life, honestly. Quick little heads up while I go through my list today. I am not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. This is just my personal list of cameras that I've grown to love in the past 2024. And I will mention if the device is a wireless device, is rechargeable via solar power, and also if it's just a rechargeable battery powered device, or if it's a wired device. All right, coming in at number 5 has to be the Yui S220. Now, this one for me has just been a really practical camera. Super affordable, and it is at the bottom of my list because of the fact that, it's not the perfect camera, but it is the perfect setup for my chicken coop area. It's very simple. It's a set it and forget it. The device is a wireless rechargeable solar powered security camera. It has HD resolution, night vision, motion detection, and of course, no monthly subscription fee. It is definitely not the most powerful camera on the market, but works great for what it is used for in my use case scenario. And of course, the Yui S220 does need about 3 hours of consistent charge time to be able to have a full battery all throughout without having to actually unplug it and charge it with a micro USB cable. It's done a great job of recharging with the solar panel, but there have been times, obviously, where I need to go out there and wipe off the top of the security camera because it's covered in snow. But beyond that, it's a super convenient piece of equipment. Coming in at number 4 would have to be, again, the Yui Solo Cam L40. Now, unfortunately, this is one of those older models that is actually starting to get phased out. I did get this on Amazon, just like every other camera I'm mentioning so far. And it was just an incredible camera for its price point and what it actually offers. It has HD 2K resolution, a massive rechargeable battery that lasts me about 2 to 3 months on a single charge, and has a massive spotlight on it and a very powerful sensor to pick up motion during the daytime and even at night. Now, keep in mind, this battery is charged, you've recharged via a USB-C cable, so it does a really good job of fast charging as well. Now, this would have been one of those cameras that would have been closer to the top of my list, but like I mentioned at the beginning, they are sadly starting to phase out this specific camera. Number 3 on my list brings me to the Wyze OG Cam. Yes, I know some of you might be thinking, that's an indoor camera. And typically, yeah, it is an indoor camera for the most part. It comes with 1080p crisp resolution, but here's the thing. You don't technically need to have a subscription plan, and even if you did need to do it, it's like $1 maybe. It's super affordable when it comes to the subscription plan, and it has incredibly fast notification time. Now, for its price point and actual functionality, this device is really hard one to beat because of the fact that it's just super cheap on both ends of the upfront cost and the yearly monthly subscription. Again, I know it's not a practical outdoor camera, but it is a great outdoor camera still if you're trying to just keep an eye on a spot outside of a window or outside of a door. And now moving on to number 2, this one was a really hard one for me because of the fact that, I kind of really wanted it to be number 1. And for me, it's that subscription plan that really turns me off. I can't justify it in myself to put it in number 1 spot just because of the subscription plan. But beyond that, it's probably my favorite camera setup so far. But of course, being held back at number 2 on the list for me has to be the Blink Outdoor 4 4th gen cam. I bought this in the 3-pack that was on sale on Amazon, and it has been some of the best security cameras I've had the chance to get my hand on the market in 2024. Now, each of the devices hold up to a 2-year battery life. They are compatible with the Alexa if that's something that you want. It has HD live viewing, which is a pretty huge one, especially when it comes to viewing actual live footage. Sometimes it does get pretty grainy, but this one was consistent with its HD live view. That also comes down to the actual Wi-Fi that you have streaming to each of these devices. But overall, it does have a very crystal clean 1080p HD resolution. The Outdoor 4 does have the option to also be attached to a floodlight mount or a solar panel charging mount, which are both sold separately, but even as a standalone unit, the Outdoor 4 has been one of my favorite all-time cameras, and I've caught some really great moments with even some of the local creatures around my home. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please give this a heart if you are on Amazon. Also, feel free to check out more information about each of these products down in the carousel below. If you're watching this from YouTube or any other platform, please give the video a like, and of course, leave us a comment. What was your favorite camera in 2024? Now, closing out my list for my favorite security camera of 2024 has to be the Yui S340. Now, to me, this was the perfect camera setup for 2024 since it is a super affordable solar-powered device that charges quickly and has a large battery bank. Setting it up was very easy when mentioned the setup with the app and the mounting unit, of course, and it's super practical. The things that I love about this is that you can preset multiple locations for the camera to lock in on, and it has that 360-degree field of view. It has pan and tilt up to 60 degrees, and of course has the ultra clear 3K resolution. This device can also be paired with Yui Homebase 3, aka the S380, and of course, to expand its memory, or you can use a micro SD card to expand its built-in memory, which is about 8 gigabytes of onboard. Now, I did forget to mention that the camera also has a 8x zoom lens, which is not a normal function for other cameras around its price point. And of course, there are tons of cameras that I didn't mention on my personal list, but there are a plethora of them available on the market that do deserve to be on my list. I just didn't have the funds to buy, review, and test each and every single one of them. Now, again, if you are watching this on Amazon, you can find more information down in the carousel below, or if you are watching this on YouTube, YouTube thinks that you might like this video over here. So thanks for checking out the video, folks. We hope that this video helped you in your decision making. Mahalo and aloha. Chihi.